So today we paint my bench. Hey everybody, this is Ankita and today is finally the day I am going to paint my bench. Apart from the paint and the wax that you are currently seeing on the screen, I have also used a 150 grit sandpaper, any flat brush or roller that would suit your requirements, a brush to texture with. You can go with a sponge or even a Scotch-Brite with a sponge on the back, and a piece of cloth to apply the wax with. One of the best things about chalk paint is that you don't really have to strip the polish or prime the furniture before you start painting it. All you need is a clean surface. My piece of furniture is less than a year old, which means the polish is fairly new. I have to go over it with a sandpaper just to make sure that there is a rough surface the paint can hold on to. While you're at it, you can just use an Abro tape or a white tape to cover any area where you do not want the paint to transfer onto. I just finished doing the base layer, which is a combination of wild moss and black. I want to now texture it and add layers onto it, because this is going to create a very nice depth. It is going to make the entire furniture kind of pop and have this nice 3D effect. So one color will make any furniture look very flat, but adding a darker shade and adding shadows to it, adding some highlights to it, kind of makes it stand out just a bit. To create the textured effect, I am taking two colors in the same palette, dabbing my one texture brush onto both the colors without blending it or mixing it, and then transferring the same color onto the furniture. When it comes to chalk paint, I have noticed that the colors look different when it's wet, it looks different when it's dry, and it looks different when it's waxed. What worked for me is to build the layers on slowly. You add a layer of paint, wait for it to dry, add another layer of paint, and do it until you get the look that you desire. Chalk paint shines in one area. It is to create beautiful, rustic, distressed or vintage effect for your furniture, which is exactly what I did. It is very easy to sand off some of the chalk paint in its curing process, and then just layering it with another layer of paint, which is just a lighter shade of the green that I had used. Natural glaze or clear wax, both are just a formulation of beeswax. This is a top coat applied on chalk painted furniture, which helps prevent from moisture damage. It is best applied with the help of a rag or a paintbrush. Oh, I would really avoid sanding furniture when you're in the process of waxing it or when the wax is wet, but I just couldn't help wanting some more layers onto that motif. just like clear wax, rich gold is also a wax that I like using to highlight the eyes points. It also does cure in 24 to 48 hours. One note of caution though, I would recommend to gild any furniture with a very light hand, to build layers upon layers until you find the right balance. It is very easy to mess this up by just going a tad bit overboard sometimes. After the gilding has dried in a day or two, I just like to go over it with hairspray just to give it another layer of protection. And now I have a bench which will not be shoved away in the darkest corner of my room, collecting laundry. And that's it for today. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next video.